Now then, it's time to review one of my favourite films, because I haven't done any of this yet. I've only been reviewing films that I've seen and films that are relevant to what we're doing. Like, my favourite films are relevant to what I'm doing, but they're not always what I want to do. It's The Devils by Ken Russell. The Devils! If you haven't seen it...
I'll see you in hell! Walking on a living pavement of aborted bastards, no doubt!
So what I like about this film is that faith and organised religion always get lumped into the same thing, and it became a trend quite a while ago to just be like, if someone goes to church, even if it's like an old woman who goes to church and her husband's died, she goes every Sunday, she sees her friends, they have a cup of tea. It's just a social gathering thing, but people are just like, oh, if you go to church, you're a Mormon because the ark never existed. It's just really boring to just lump it all in as one thing there. And what he doesn't do that, he takes faith out of it, or at least he doesn't go into sort of his faith, which is, I mean, that's the problem with discussing it, because faith can be a variety of different things. Everyone can have a different opinion. Like, I remember when Hitchens died, I watched a debate that he'd had because I didn't know anything about him, and they were all like, oh, he was a great atheist. And I watched this debate and he started and said, well, you're an idiot because there is no spaceman in the sky who does these things for you with a beard. And the guy was like, oh, yeah, that's fine, because that's not what I believe in. And what I believe in is this, and then he explained what his view of the world and what God was. And Hitchens goes, yes, but there's no evidence at all that there's a man in the sky who looks down and with a beard. And he was like, yeah, that's not what I said. Do you know how a debate works? And he was like, well, I mean, the ark didn't happen, so what you're saying is wrong. He's like, it's nothing to do with what I'm saying. So I don't even know where I'm going with this. I just thought I'd bring it up. But anyway, the film is about religion, organised religion as a business, which is basically what it is. A business wants to profit, and he doesn't give a shit about anyone else. Organised religion is more dangerous because it mixes that with politics, and that's what this film is about.
You have totally perverted Christ's own teaching.
Because it's not just about making money, it's about gaining power and then using that power. Like, it's not a business will try and sort of manipulate you into buying their product, but organised religion will try and manipulate everything and force you into liking their product. And that's what this film is about, and that's what I think is really good about it, because it's just about that, the worst aspects of it, not someone who goes to church every Sunday because they're bored or they need something to do, or someone who has a personal view of God, like, say, like Philip K. Dick did. He had a very strange view of what God was because he had a vision and stuff like that. That has nothing to do with how this is coercing you into buying their product, into fixing the church roof twice a year, that sort of shit. So I love that aspect of it, but it's not just that, it's the visuals. That's what separates it, and that's what makes it special, and that's what we're about here as well. Like, because Hitchcock once said, a good film you should be able to watch without the sound. So you can watch it and you don't get all that political stuff, but if you watch the film, you'll probably pick up on it, and you'll get it, because every scene there's someone running around or wailing or something. Someone's trapped in something. The way that everyone moves is they're in a position where they're trapped. They're lashing out. Everything is just a frenzy in this film, and like, when the film finishes, you feel violated in every way if you've had the sound on, because you've been intellectually violated as well by all the hypocrisy that comes up and all the warring and everything like that. The film is just a whirlwind of perfection.
You must feel a need to build a temple in your hearts.
Also, people always put Ollie Reed down and say that, like, oh, he was just some drunk, he wasn't a good actor. I thought he was incredible in this film. There's maybe others where he was turned up pissed and didn't put in the effort, but this one he seemed to just give it his all the way through this film. That's another thing that makes it, because there is that faith element with him as well, that he knows he's a sinner, but he doesn't give a shit what these people do. They can burn him at the stake. It doesn't matter, because he'll be judged by God. His faith allows him to be an asshole still, which is that is a strange way to look at it, but I mean, that's what happens in the film, so I don't know. Anyway, if you've not seen it, you should check it out. If you like that sort of thing, if you want to be stimulated and whipped around the place and whipped up into a frenzy and then just discarded like a chard. The Devils. Now then, if you like video, then click subscribe. If you didn't like it, well then bug off. No, don't really. Subscribe anyway.